Welcome to BikeBeat. The 2026 Honda Ruckus 750R is unlike anything we've seen in Honda's lineup in recent years, and that's saying something because Honda has never been shy about experimenting. The original Ruckus was loved for its quirky styling, exposed frame, and urban survival personality. It was never about speed, never about horsepower, never about going toe-to-toe with sport bikes. It was about fun, attitude, and individuality. With the 750R, Honda has managed to carry over that essence while evolving it into a completely different beast, one that can keep up with modern traffic, carve through city streets, and even stretch its legs on the highway. What you get is something that feels like a mashup between a naked street bike, a performance scooter, and a design experiment that actually works in the real world. From the first glance, the styling is unmistakably Ruckus but on steroids. The minimalist, skeletal look is still here: exposed tubing, a bare-bones subframe, fat tires, and just enough bodywork to make it street legal. But now, everything looks wider, beefier, and more muscular. The front carries twin LED projectors that throw out an intense, futuristic glow, flanked by slim turn indicators. The rear is a tight, high-mounted tail section with an LED strip brake light that makes the bike look modern and aggressive. The paint options really highlight its character: matte black for stealthy riders, Honda's classic red for those who love the heritage look, and a limited edition metallic gray with neon accents that looks straight out of a concept showroom. It's rugged and industrial but futuristic at the same time, the kind of design that gets attention even from people who don't usually notice motorcycles. Sit on the Ruckus 750R and you immediately feel that Honda didn't just scale up the original. The riding triangle is redesigned for comfort and control. The bars are set wider and slightly forward, giving a more assertive stance. The foot pegs are positioned in a way that splits the difference between casual and sporty, so you can relax in traffic or lean forward when carving corners. The seat itself is surprisingly plush compared to older Ruckus models, though it still keeps that minimalist bench look. Taller riders will appreciate the roomy layout, and shorter riders won't feel overwhelmed by the seat height. Honda clearly wanted this to appeal to a wide range of riders. The real star of the show is the engine. Honda dropped a 749 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled parallel twin into the Ruckus, and that completely changes what this machine is capable of. Twist the throttle and you're greeted with instant torque, the kind that makes every stoplight feel like a mini race. Power delivery is smooth but urgent, and it builds confidence right away. You're looking at around 80 to 90 horsepower, which is far beyond anything the Ruckus name has ever carried. It's not just about raw numbers, though, it's about the way the power is delivered. The bike feels eager in the low to mid-range, perfect for city riding where you need quick bursts to overtake or merge, and it doesn't run out of breath on the highway. Cruising at 75 miles per hour feels natural, and overtaking at those speeds still has power in reserve. Honda paired the engine with a 6-speed manual transmission that feels slick and precise. Each shift clicks into place with confidence, and the ratios are spaced just right to keep you in the meat of the power band whether you're accelerating hard or just cruising. Riders who want convenience might wish for a DCT option, and it wouldn't be surprising if Honda eventually offers one, but the manual fits the character of the 750R perfectly. It makes you feel connected to the machine, and that's exactly what this bike is about. Handling is another area where the Ruckus 750R surprises. On paper, you might expect it to feel awkward, a big engine crammed into a frame that still looks like a scooter. But Honda's engineers nailed the geometry. The inverted forks up front provide excellent stability and feedback, while the rear monoshock balances stiffness and comfort. The frame is stiffer than past Ruckus models, meaning you can lean it confidently through corners without worrying about flex. The fat tires not only add to the rugged look but also provide tons of grip, so you feel planted even on rough or wet roads. In traffic, the compact wheelbase and low center of gravity make it maneuverable, and on open roads, it feels stable and composed. Braking is equally impressive. Twin front discs with radial calipers give serious stopping power, and the rear disc complements them well. ABS comes standard, and it's tuned to step in without being intrusive. Add in traction control, and you've got a bike that's forgiving even if you push it a little too hard. Emergency stops feel controlled, and everyday braking has a sharp, predictable feel. It's confidence-inspiring, which is crucial for a bike that encourages you to have fun. Comfort and usability are better than you might expect. Sure, it doesn't have the plush touring comfort of a gold wing or the cargo space of a maxi scooter, but it's not trying to. The seat is comfortable enough for daily commutes and weekend rides, and the suspension soaks up potholes and rough patches with ease. The digital TFT display is crisp and modern, offering a full suite of info including speed, RPM, gear indicator, fuel, trip meters, and riding modes. Bluetooth connectivity is included, so you can sync your phone for navigation or notifications. Keyless ignition adds a touch of convenience, and there's even an optional USB-C port for charging devices on the go. Storage remains minimal, in keeping with the Ruckus DNA. There's no underseat cavern like a scooter, but Honda does offer accessories like racks, panniers, and baskets if you want to carry more. Fuel economy averages around 35 to 40 miles per gallon, which isn't stellar compared to scooters, but respectable for a bike with this much power. With a decent-sized tank, you'll get solid range for commuting or weekend trips. The price is set at $9,499 in the US, which makes the Ruckus 750R significantly more expensive than the little 49 cubic centimeters version, but that comparison is almost irrelevant. This isn't a scooter anymore, it's a mid-displacement street machine with unique styling. Against competitors like the Yamaha MT-07, Kawasaki Z650, and Honda's own CB650R, it holds its ground in performance while offering a style and personality none of them can match. For riders who want to stand out and still have a bike capable of serious riding, the value is clear. The unique selling point of the Ruckus 750R is its combination of rugged, minimalist design with legitimate performance. No other bike in this class looks like this, rides like this, or carries the same sense of personality. It's a head-turner, a conversation starter, and for many riders, that matters just as much as horsepower or handling. It's not just a machine, it's a statement. Of course, it's not perfect. Limited storage, less weather protection, and higher running costs compared to a smaller commuter scooter are real drawbacks. At highway speeds, wind blast is noticeable, and the stiff suspension may feel harsh on poorly maintained streets. It's not the bike for long-distance touring or hauling passengers regularly. But for riders who prioritize excitement, individuality, and Honda reliability, those downsides are worth it. On the road, the Ruckus 750R delivers an experience that's hard to describe without a grin. Every throttle twist brings a surge of power, every corner invites you to lean a little more, and every stoplight feels like an opportunity to show off just a bit. It's addictive in the best way possible, and it brings back that sense of fun that sometimes gets lost in the world of over-engineered machines. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, if you're the kind of rider who sees their bike as an extension of themselves, who values fun and uniqueness over utility, and who isn't afraid to turn heads every time you ride by. The Ruckus 750R is proof that Honda can still surprise us, and this bike might just go down as one of the most iconic machines of the decade.